Hello, family. Good morning. Yes, I'm up here early. In fact, I'm off today. My whole house is home today. I have the contractor coming because I don't know if I told you or before. I had a pipe leaking, and I actually thought it was my JoJo. Because at first that's what we thought when JoJo take his baths or the kids get in the shower, that they let the water go, out of the tub, and maybe it's leaking somewhere. So the contractor said they're gonna come in and do some caulking, but we actually found out it was a pipe leaking. So they're gonna fix that. So they're gonna have to bust through my ceiling, my new ceiling, right? That I had just we had just gotten done last year, basically a brand new ceiling. Hold on one second, family. Yes, Papa. Yes, you can. You need to turn that down some though. Turn that. Where you going with your brother? All right, turn that down or turn it off. Okay, because I'm talking right now with the family. Okay, they're not gonna be able to hear me over that. That's fine. Thank you, Papa. And turn that hallway light out. I apologize, family. I was just talking to my JoJo. Okay, so I know when I get in here, I start talking in the chat. I don't wait for anybody to get in here. I just start talking. You all can watch the replay who's coming in. But anyway, like I said, they're gonna have to bust through my ceiling, which I'm not happy about because this is the second time my husband got that ceiling. My husband and I got that ceiling redone, and I'm not gonna say redone. The first time I didn't really like the way it came out from the one contractor who did it. So we had the second contractor who was doing work for us that we allow him to bust that ceiling open and redo it, right? So we paid twice the amount of money to get this ceiling done twice, right? Or for it to have a leaking pipe now, and they have to bust through the ceiling and through the ceiling, well, they don't have to do the whole ceiling, they just want to do patch it or whatever they have to do after they bust through it. So I figure I'll just share that all with you all. That's why I'm home today, right? So the kids are out of school today. My son is off of work. Everybody is home today, basically. You might as well say. So I said I was going to take this time out to just go over a few things because last night I did open a new deck of my uh tarot cards, family. As you all know, they are the African American tarot. So I said, let me bust these open. I did receive two new decks by family, right? So family could just chime on in here if you like to. Because I say I never tell who did what, but if they wish to speak, they are more than welcome. But I greatly appreciate it because I embrace all my tools, right? So if a tool is given to me, right, because we look at these cards, these oracle and tarot cards, they're all tools, right? They're all spiritual tools, right? That will grant us access to communication and so forth like that, right? Um, so I did open it, and I did speak about it. I got a lot of emails from the time that I had posted that up until now, inquiring about the tarot deck. A lot of you all sent me emails saying, "What is this? Where's the ancestor cards, family?" I can assure you that you always going to see me working with the ancestor cards. All right. I have plenty of tarot and oracle decks, right? But the ancestor cards is what I always gravitate towards because it's meant for me to do so. Okay. I have some that's boxed up, right? Some really old decks that is really worn, but they have a lot of energy radiating through them. I have them boxed up, right, family? Boxed up. Some of them is boxed up in my basement. I got some of them that's still in my sacred space. I have a lot of them, right? One day I'll show you all. I have like a closet full of tarot, oracle, my ancestor cards. I have a whole lot. All right, family. But I'm not up to date. I'm gonna say this. I'm not really up to date on all these modern decks that's coming out, right? These pictures and so forth that they have on there, the images, some of the images are very beautiful, right? Hi family, I see you all coming in. I'm just talking, right? So I'm not really reading the comments, right? Just as yet. I'm just talking about some experiences. with this tarot, with this African American tarot deck. So I have, like I said, I have a lot of tarot and oracle cards. Some of them are put away. Some of them are still out, but in my chest area, right? I don't use them. I don't really use them. Okay. Another thing is, I said I was going to briefly speak about this, right? Because I always talk about how you all should put your own energy into your tools, right? That's important, that you put your own energy, how you learn to put your own energy into your own tools, right? And I want to say this because last night, family, I couldn't really express all that I wanted to say because I didn't want to make the video too long, because I know sometimes I'll get into it and I'll make it long. So I said I'll wait for a live or half so. And I said today will be a good day, being that I am off today, right? I'm waiting for the contractors, like I said before, to patch up that work that the leak has damaged in my ceiling. So I said, let me utilize this time to speak to the family about some things, right? One thing I want to say is these African American tarot cards, right? So yesterday I opened them and I did post it, right? I did post it, and so you all could get a glimpse or get a feel if some of you all are interested in getting the African American tarot deck. Yes, I love them, right? They are beautiful, right? There are very beautiful images on those cards. I must say that. They are accurate as well, right? I talk to the ancestors with that. Then again, I tell you all, family, it doesn't matter what deck I go into with, right? I'm still gonna pick up the energy. Um, I wanted to look in a book for the interpretation, because like I said, I'm not up on these modern decks and the different things that they have out and they different meanings that they may have, right? It may be different from the tarot as we know it, from way back when we started reading tarot cards or whatever. I read regular cards, I read tarot cards, right? It doesn't matter, right? Um, so I said, let me look in the book. So last night after I stopped videoing, right? Video recording myself, right? I looked in the book at the interpretation, the book interpretation of what a lot of what I had pulled out uh meant as far as they meanings, right? Because they put their own energy into these, okay? And they have the meaning in their book, okay, what represents the card. Okay. So I know with myself, family, I'm just gonna go over some things briefly, right? Now, the six of coins, you all seen the six of pentacles, right? I had pulled out right? Last night I was listening to music because I had finished doing all my spiritual work, okay? And when I mean that, I have done getting back to tracks. So I said, okay, let me look, and start opening up one of these decks, right? So I'm feeling real good last night. I'm listening to music. I got my music playing, right? Talking to the ancestors, because I do that, right? I talk to the ancestors just like I'm talking to you all right, family? So, and the ancestors speak back, whether they speaking to me through my flame, whether I hear something, whether they allow me to feel something, right? They speak back to me, right? So I'll know. Um, so last night I said, okay, let me crack open these African American tarot cards, right? And again, I said they are beautiful. I thank the family who has blessed me with them, right? Um, you all gonna hear my JoJo because everybody is home today. All right, thank you, Papa. So I was listening to music. I was feeling real good, family. All of a sudden, my music cut off right in the right? And you know, playing my song. I actually turned and looked down, like, okay, why did my music just stop? Right? Because everything was still on, right? My radio was still streaming, everything was still going, right? But the music, the sound completely cut off, right? So I'm like, okay, you know, and that's the way of spirit getting my attention. Spirit want me to be attentive of what is going on around me, right? As I was opening up those cards, right? Be attentive of things, and not only that, I needed to be looking in this book, reading it. So I figure, okay, spirit done turned off my sounds. I'm gonna just turn off the radio, right? There's no sense of having the power on if spirit already want my attention, already cut it off, right? Out of nowhere. Now I done had that radio playing. I done had my music playing, family, way before I done started recording. All of a sudden, in the middle of me getting ready to crack open those ancestor cards, and that's why I say, family, you got to take heed to the messages, because messages and signs is all around us. Spirit give us indication and things. Spirit communicate with us the best way they know how to, whether we follow or we understand the message or not, right? Spirit is still trying to communicate with us, right? That part was recorded, so you all will see that part, right? I had posted that video in the wee hours, okay? Um, so Spirit had cut my music off right in the middle of me getting ready to open up that, right? Spirit didn't want no music playing. Spirit wanted me to be attentive to what is going on. Okay. So I went ahead and proceeded and just turned the power off because they already cut my sound off. All right. And I tell you that, family, when spirit is around, spirit will do that. Okay. Spirit will interfere. Sometimes, spirit will start interfering with my gadgets. I done said that before, family. All right. This is the truth. All right. Spirit does that. Spirit do all kinds of things to try to get my attention. So that happened just as I was getting ready to go into the cards, and I wanted ancestors to give me a message, right? So I was asking the ancestors to give me a message. I wanted to read these cards and really see how these cards was and how I felt with uh these cards. I'm gonna say this: yes, I feel the cards are accurate. Two, I would have to really look at the meaning of it, because they meanings is something totally different, I see, right, from tarot as we know it, right? Most of the meanings, some of them we could put together, right? As far as the major arcanas, the minor ones I have to look, because some of the features that's on these cards, I'm looking like, what is this, right? I could be looking and I'm like, who is this supposed to be? What is this supposed to be? I'm not sure what is I'm looking at, right? So I gotta look at the book and say, what is this I'm looking at? Okay. So I pulled out the six of coins, right? Family, which is the pentacles, right? Same thing. Coins, pentacles, they got it as different things, however they may put it, right? Um, so when we look at the pentacles, right? The pentacles will tell us a lot about generosity and sharing, right? It'll tell us about sharing our resources with others. It tells us about financial security and balance, charitable moments. It tells us all about this, right? It also could tell me about if somebody's going to have a prosperous future. All right. And particularly, I know that their prosperity is going to be in finances and material gain, right? Whenever I look at that card, right? Whenever I look at the six of pentacles, okay, it's going to tell me it's an all-win situation. Just put it like that. It's an all-win situation. Okay, family. Now, according to this book, right? Let me look at this book, right? That comes with the African American Tarot. Okay. Because the book does tell me, where's this at? Let me look at this book. Hold on, family. I'm trying to look at this. Where's this book? All right, where's that? Okay. So this book tells me about same thing about lavish with generosity, right? But it's funny, this book, it connects me with Harriet Tubman, right? Because I had to really go into this, how this is set up. So I got Inga and, all right, family, because I tell you, family, I'm gonna botch up these names, right? I'm gonna botch up these names as far as these African names go, because I can't pronounce these African names, right? So it tells me about in Gull and Natero Colt, right? Now, when you look at this, right? So this will link me to how they are to the Harriet Tubman, right? Because it's going to tell me about the people in Africa and the people here of America, all right, how they link. All right, so we know Harriet Tubman here in America. See, if y'all are from Africa, y'all study Yoruba, or Ifa, anything like that, then you all would know. But um it would link us to how the type of individuals, right, these people are. Okay, because we all know Harriet Tubman is supposed to be, because there's a whole lot going on behind Harriet Tubman, and I spoke of that on Patreon. Okay, and I'm gonna just say this much: the Harriet Tubman that we know of, yes, she is known for her generosity, right? Her putting her life on the line, her caring, the compassion within her. Okay. Um. Also, you got to be careful of who I'm gonna say you idolize, right? Because Harriet Tubman is not really who we think she is. And the reason why I say that, and I'm not saying the story behind Harriet Tubman. I'm not talking about that, right? The story that they painted about her is a very good story painted behind the image of Harriet Tubman. But Harriet Tubman, I just feel like, my spirit is telling me that they stole the story from someone else, okay? But they gave it to this person and named this person Harriet Tubman, but this person is really somebody else who they have us idolizing. I'll get into that in another time, but those of you all who follow me on Patreon, you already know, okay? And we're going to tap back into that energy again, all right? But not to get off the subject. Okay, so this Six of Pentacles, according to this book, tell me the God giver of the flock, right? To the founder of Maasai, and to the Maasai tribe, right? In Kenya, right? So it links me to Harriet Tubman. This tells me about, according to this book, it tells me about generosity, donation, gift giving, um, fair distribution, wise gifts, munificence, and charity. So we all know that Harriet Tubman was known for her charitable things that she have done, right? Going forth, right? Her generosity. Okay, so that links up, right? That links up basically to the Six of Pentacles as we know it, because we know the Six of Pentacles tell us about charitable events and so forth, charitable moments and prosperous future, so forth, have you, right? Then I pulled out, I'm just going over something brief, all right, family, about this deck. Then I pulled out what is supposed to be the Knave of Chalice, right? Page of Cups, right? So we look at this, when we look at the Page of Cups, right? Now, the Page of Cups can tell me a whole lot, right? When I look at the cups, the water, right? The water also link us to intuition, right? It tells us a lot about emotions, feelings, creativity, relationships. So when I look at that, the water, right, the cups, it links us to how we interact with people. It tells us, it links us to how we feel about something, how you express your feelings. Okay, the Page of Cups tell me about intuitions. It tell me about creativity, our abilities to be creative. It tells me about it could tell me about self-esteem issues as well, right? Depending on how the cards lay. Okay, if somebody's immature or something, it could let me know that, depending on how the cards lay, right? So I'm looking here at the book interpretation of some things, right? Let me look at this book, and I'm gonna tell you something. Where is this at? Okay, so where's this book? Where's this thing? Okay, so I got the Knave of Chalice in this book, right? That I pulled out for the message, right? This will tell me the God of languages. It connects me to Legba, right? So in the book, now going in the book, if you going into this book that the cards came with, if you pull out that knave, right, of chalice, this is Legba, right? I'm looking at this like, who is this supposed to depict in here, right? Because these images, I don't know, family, I can't make out some of these things, right? I ain't make them, right? So this image on this is supposed to be, now you all seen it yesterday because I showed you it all, right? Or on the wee hours this morning. Now that's supposed to be Legba on it, right? So in this book, it tells us Legba is the god of languages, all right, and it ties you what to go and Banan, right? And Legba is the messenger, the interpreter, the translator, right? It tells you about confidence, secret, new ideas, or what is that? Resolution, right? In here. Now, I said that's okay. So looking at that, I sat there and I thought about some things, family, and I said, okay, right? They connected me to Legba. I have no looking at that image, and that's why I said, you gotta look in the book, right? When you get these tarot and oracle cards and see what the book interpretation is of it, right? Just don't go by your interpretation from the tarot that we know it, okay? Because the knave of chalice, it would tell me, yeah, the page of cups, right? But it's something totally different in the book, right? But it's still a messenger because the page of cups is still a messenger, okay? Um, so I look at I say that to say because family, you all be careful. All right. We already know that Legba, Legba could go by many different names, all right, depending on, like I said, what tribe or what religion or whatever you may be worshiping, because he go by different names depending on if you in Santeria, if you in Ifa, whatever that you may be into. All right. I done said that a lot of that energy that I used to tap into back in the days, family, I don't do it anymore. I don't tap into a lot of those things, right? I done said that when the ancestors set me down and wanted me to change, my life around because I was using my energy not wisely, hanging with the wrong people. All right. The ancestors set me down, told me that they wanted me to be a messenger, right? And that's why I tell you all that I don't proclaim to be anything else, right? I tell you, family, I'm not a psychic. I don't care what I may feel, see, or hear at times. I'm not a psychic because I didn't get that title, right? I wasn't given that title. And that's not what the ancestors asked me to be when they set me down, okay? They asked me to be a messenger, right? I look at this card, I ask the ancestors to give me the message, give me clarity and some things, right? We all know Legba, he may go by Legba, whatever he may go by whichever you are practicing, okay? Because some of you all are practicing various things. I can't tell you all because I don't know what you all are practicing, okay? But we all know that he is the communicator, right? So we look at Papa Legba. He is the communicator between the spirit world and humans, right? He is the communicator, right? This is someone that we will call the gatekeeper. You will go to the crossroads, right? I had a few of you all asking about Papa Legba. I told you don't work with Papa. No, I said be careful with working with Papa Legba. I said that. Now I'm gonna say this because when I used to tap into that energy, yes, I used to dip and dive with the Orishas. The only one Orisha that I still work with as of now, I would say is Oshun. But yes, I work with any deity, Orisha, goddess, or angel that I feel like that I need to work with, right? I work with, but I look at them all as our ancestors because they came from somewhere, right? So along the line, they are our ancestors, right? Some of them are our ancestors. They are a direct link to us, all right, into our bloodline, all right, family. Now I'm gonna say this, right, because we all know that Papa Legba, right, he could be the one that grant or deny, permission to speak with the higher spirits and so forth, okay? And from what I know about Papa Legba, right, when I used to tap into that energy, I told you, family, I used to be with somebody who is very good. They was into voodoo. She was the voodoo queen. I done said that, family. She taught me a lot of things, right? This person taught me a lot of things I'm not gonna get into, right? Some good and some not so good, right? I learned all the bad things first before I learned any of the good. Okay. I'm gonna say this because yes, Papa Legba could be very loving, right? Very humble, very well connected with the inner self and the inner child within, right? But I also tell you all, family, be careful what energy you are tapping into because I know Papa Legba could be a trickster at times, right? And it's not necessarily to do harm to you, right? But it'll be for your own benefit to teach you your own good. You understand? And it just brought back some memories, right? It just brought back some memories. And when I was reading the interpretation of who this person was, like in this book, right? As far as this book goes, right? It give you a little brief thing of who this person is, and I said, "Oh wow, this is supposed to be Legba on here, right?" Um, I'm gonna tell you all, family, you be very careful when you tapping into different deities or spirits or anything like that, right? Because some of you all may not be ready to tap into certain energies, and I'm gonna be honest. I said that I was going to get into the Orishas real deep on Patreon, which I still in, but I had to divide it because some of us all are here for different things. Some of us want to know about cold cases and the cases. Some of us want to tap into the spiritual growth. Some of us just want to learn some things going forward, right? So that's why I have it split up the way I do. And I said that I was going to go into this, okay? But again, I'm gonna say this one thing about Papa Legba, he is very misunderstood. Okay, he is one that is very misunderstood. Okay, sometimes it may comes you may get something you ain't ready for behind messing with Papa Legba. All right, and it's kind of just like when I have the minions come up here, family, and they may come up here and they may say some things, and I tell you all I got something for them. That's something Papa Legba would do. I'm letting you all that know that right now, right? So when the ancestors threw out that, and I had to look and I seen that, and I looked in the book and I said, oh, okay, so that correlates to Papa Legba, right? To Legba, basically. I started laughing, right? I started laughing with the ancestors and talking, right? I was laughing so hard because I said, "Look, if only some people knew, right? He's very misunderstood, right? But he also will grant things, right? People go to the crossroads to get permission to do things and ask for things, and Papa Legba grants these things, right? But then you have people that do it just for greed, right? They don't give back. I done spoke of this before, right? I have minions that come through here. They may say some things, right? Inappropriate things with their foul mouth, or I send them something. People that come up here, they don't believe in spirits. I send them a spirit. You all know, family. You all see, right? I'm not trying to hurt nobody, but I will show them a thing or two, right? See, that's some trickery that Papa Legba will do to somebody, right? Because he can be a trickster at times. And I had some people in the past asking me constantly about Papa Legba because they wanted to work with him. And I said, don't just jump in there and start opening up the doors for different spirits, right? You better know what you are doing before you tap into that energy. Me coming from that background, I know very well of the things that I have seen, that I have been shown, that I have been taught. You understand? It's very real, family. So you be careful before you tapping into certain energies. I done said that before. All right, family, I can't make it no clearer, right? I don't express that time and time again, right? Hmm. Because you may open the door for something that you may not be ready for, and some of you all may not be able to close that door. Okay. So even before you open up your new deck of tarot or oracle cards or whatever, you better make sure that you are blessing them, and you better make sure that you have some spiritual protection around you, right? Whether it's your ancestors, whether it's your faith, whether it's power of the tongue, whether it's your crystals, whether it's your fire, whatever you may have, Okay? You better make sure that you have some spiritual protection, right? Because some of you all will open up these portals and you won't be able to close it, and you'll be frightened, you'll be sad of what may come through those portals. Okay? Now, I learned a lot by experience, right? And I done told you all experience is better than any book that I have ever read. So I'm not telling you anything I'm telling you from pure experience. Okay, family? Other things I'm not going to discuss on this platform. All right, family? I'm not going to discuss it on this platform. I'm going to take it over to Patreon, right? Because I done told you, family, some things that I used to dibble and dabble in, I no longer do anymore, right? I put that to rest, right? Although at times when somebody take me there, and it takes a lot to take me there, I do know how to do some things if I have to do it, right? And so I know that some of you all want to learn how to do some things, and it's good to know how to do certain things, right? Even if you don't use it, it's good to know how to do it in case you need to do it or if you want to do it, right? Because spiritual protection is needed, right? Spiritually allowed to protect yourself and your loved ones. So trust me, I understand when people just want to get the knowledge, they want to learn about it, but they may not use it, right? And that's okay too. Now I'm gonna look in the comment section, see what you all talking about because I was just been talking and I haven't been looking in the comment section. Okay, what are you all talking about? Good morning, Miss T and family. Good morning, Young Girls 3. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Shanae. Good morning. She's Kosher Beauty. Good morning, Teresa. How are you doing? I'm seeing Still I Rise. Good morning. Good morning. Still I Rise 100. You could use him for bad or good. It's the intention you put in it. Yes, yes, Still I Rise, right? Because let me tell you something. Legba could be good and bad, right? He could be good and bad, right? Dependent, right? Hmm. Exactly. Yes. Hanging in there, Teresa. Okay. I'm happy to hear that. Um, let's see what you're talking about. Still I rise. I'm reading what your comment. You saying you're in a bad place right now. I'm sending you positive energy. Okay, still I rise 100. I'm sending you some positive energy. Please, it's important to speak positive affirmations over your life. You may feel this way, right? You may feel like you're in a bad place right now, but don't accept it. Okay. Do not accept it in your mind. Get those thoughts out of your mind and start pumping in that positive affirmations out there in the universe, right? Surround yourself with positive energy, right? Because you're going to have to raise your vibrations. And if you keep feeling like you in a bad place, that's where you're going to remain in a bad place. So you're going to have to shift that energy. Okay, still I rise 100. You're going to have to shift that energy, right? So do away with that right now and start pumping in that positive energy and start raising your vibrations. Okay. Case when, hey family, I'm driving, been moving since yesterday. I'm so exhausted. Love y'all. Pray for me. Strength and Miss T, love you. That deck is great. I had to get used to it also. Yes, Case when, right? Congratulations again on your move. Don't overdo it. Make sure you take your rest as needed. Yes, the deck is very beautiful, but yes, I would that's something that I would have to get used to, right? Because some of the images on there, I'm looking at it like, what is this image? Let me look and see what this image is. Who is this person? Let me look and see who this person is, right? So yes, you would have to you would have to look and see, right? Because when I pulled out that card, I had no idea that was supposed to be Legba on because I didn't read it and there's no pictures in that thing to show you in the book itself, right? But yes, that's who it is, right? So you all can go and watch it. Okay. But that was my message to me. But Yes, it basically depict me in so many words, right? The ancestors basically threw out my message. Yes, ancestors, yes. And I done told you all, family, yes. Um, I don't claim nothing else but blessings. I know the ancestors have me, and the ancestors said as long as I continue to do the good that is needed to be done, I'm always going to have blessings around me. And I have been blessed ever since before I became a messenger, right? And even after being a messenger, right? The ancestors has always covered me, right? Has always covered me. I know that I have work here to do. I always know that whatever I am meant to do, as far as me being a messenger, that is what that is what I am supposed to be doing, right? Whether I knew it beforehand, right? Before the ancestors set me down when I was using my energy unwisely, right? But I know that I have always had lessons all around me. Okay. The ancestors has always kept me covered and protected, right, family? Um, I've seen a lot of prayers going to you, Teresa. Yes. Somebody's birthday in here. I'm seeing y'all say happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, the Holly Gorgeous D. Maria K said he woke me up screaming. Y'all, my husband thought we had a ghost within our home this morning due to the lights and TV turning on while he was sitting on the back porch in the dark. Come to find out, it was our daughter. He woke me up screaming. Okay, Maria K. Yes, the highly gorgeous D says she blessed to see her 33rd birthday. Yes, right? Happy born day, family. Yes, yes. Sending you many, many more blessings to come. Yes, right? Teresa, I see you in here. I'm still praying for your healing and strength. Okay. May the Most High continue to cover you. Okay. Yes. Yes, Teresa. Yes. Praying for your healing and strength, sister. Right? It's going to take time, but you're going to get there. Right? Take as much time as you need. Okay. Let the ancestors and the Most High in the universe guide you, work with you, and build you to where you need to be at. Right? It's not everything is not going to happen overnight. Right? One day at a time. One day at a time. Hello, Eldra. Hi, family. How's everyone? Hi, Lens K. Hi, Phoenix Rising. I see you all in here. Hi, Kioka. Hi, Simone. Miss T, love you. I understand all you saying. I'm in and out a lot of decks, but I thought that one was so interesting. Yes, it's very interesting, Case Win. All right, no doubt. No doubt, right? So it was so funny. It was so funny because I sat there after I finished recording, right? And I looked in the book to see who are these people, right? And linked it up, right? I know very well who's Legba, right? I know very well, right? And the only reason why I know is because of what I used to do back in the days, right, family? So I know very well, right? All about that energy, right? Some of the energy I don't even tap into anymore. Um, so I sat there, I laughed with the ancestors, right? And I continue to talk with the ancestors. And I said, we're gonna talk through these using these new cards, right? So it's funny because tarot as I know it, right? The interpretation that I know of it, right? I laughed so hard because I had to look in the book, right, to see what the book was saying because some of their interpretation of some things, it tells you a little bit something different, right? But basically similar. um I just laughed. I just laughed with the ancestors. I said, the ancestors know, the ancestors don't play. All right, family, the ancestors don't play. Spirit knows everything you do. Spirit knows everything about you. Spirit knows what you're supposed to do. Spirit knows what's going to happen before it happens, right? Spirit already knew I was going to open up that deck before I did it, right? Spirit done cut my music off and said, you need to be attentive. You need to pay attention and look in that book and see the message that we are saying, right? When we throw these messages out. Okay, family? So, yes, right? I pays attention to all the signs, okay? Even if I don't react on something right away, I pays attention. I know what spirit is saying, right? So I wanted to just bring that to you all attention, all right? So make sure, and I tell you all the importance of putting your own energy and your own tools, family. That's very important, right? Back in the days, I used to be someone who used to bless people tools, and they used to bring all their tools, different tools to me. I used to bless it, right? Not necessarily helping the right kind of people. I'm gonna say that, right? Because some people, I'm gonna just leave it at that. But I wasn't always using my energy wisely, right? I used to do a lot of things for different people, right? But you live and you learn, right? Spirit has to sit me down, teach me a few things, right? Let me know a few things. You live and you learn, right, family? You live and you learn. So I wanted to just bring that to you all attention, right? Tell you about some things. And I said that we will get into the Orishas later. Anybody who is trying to tap into that energy with Legba, right? Yeah. You can go on right ahead. Go on right ahead to the crossroads. Go on right ahead, right? He is a great communicator, right? He is up there when it comes to the Orishas. He is up there, right? Um, but you all better know what you are doing before you all tapping into some energy, right? You all better be aware of some things before you tapping into some energy, right? But I know we all are up here for different things. Some of us want to know certain things. Some of us want to know some spiritual things. Some of us want to know about voodoo. I don't have people, they want me to do a hex on people, all kind of things. Things that I don't even tap into anymore, family. I don't think I done said that before, right, family? I done had people come to me with all kind of crazy requests and all kind of crazy money amount they willing to pay me. You understand, family? And I done said that before, that I'm not going to teach, and because I was taught, you know what? I was taught a lot of bad things, right? Along my journey. I done come in contact with some of the corrupt kind of people. All right. I was taught how to do a lot of things, a lot of wicked things. I done seen people do a lot of wicked things to people. All right. And I say that to say, I always said to myself, when I had got on the path of um doing the righteous things, I'm gonna say this. I always said that I wasn't going to teach anything negative to people. That wasn't going to be, and not, I wasn't going to do that, right? So anything that I knew how to do, that I could potentially destroy someone or something, right? I didn't want to pass that on to other people, right? But some things I do teach you all a little bit of, how to protect yourself if you got the minions or anything, how to put them at bay, right? But I'm not trying to uh teach you all how to kill somebody, right? Although you may want to know that, right? How to kill somebody. Okay. I said I could teach you some things, right? But I don't want to teach for bad, right? I don't want to teach for bad. I don't said that before. I don't want to teach anything for bad, right? Anything I teach, I wanted to elevate us and inspire us, and how to tap into that energy within, right? How to make it work for you. Anything that you learn, I pray that you are doing it for good, right? I hope that you are doing it for the good of this earth, right? For yourself and for others, okay? Don't be doing it for bad, right? Because we got people that's doing out here doing things for bad, doing all kind of corrupt things, doing things for greed, terrorizing people's lives, out here doing the okey dokey on people for no reason at all. You understand? Just tormenting people. I have that going on, right? I have that going on, family, right? Because I done said that. I know some people that know how to do some things, right? I don't put things past people, because I done seen some things back then. I done seen people do some things, right? Some wicked things. I done seen some things right before my eyes. I couldn't believe it, family. And some of the things today, I'm still saying, ancestors, what in the world was that, right? I still can't believe some of the things that I seen. I done said that, family, right? Some things I didn't even want to turn my lights out, right? Because I done seen some things. And I couldn't, it was unbelievable. All right. So spirit is very, very real. Be mindful of these energies that you are tapping into. Be mindful of these tools that you all are bringing in your house. Make sure you're blessing them, right? Be mindful of some things. All right, family. That's the best way that I can put it, right? Don't jump out there and do something because somebody else is doing it and it looks good to you because you see them doing it, right? Because you don't know what kind of connection that person may have. All right. And what benefit them may not necessarily benefit you. Okay. So you will be mindful of some things. Be very, very careful tapping into certain energy. All right. I don't express that before, and I'm gonna say it again, right? Because when I was taught how to do some things, it was no warning. I was just thrown out there. I was shown how to do a lot of things. I used my energy to do a lot of things with people, things that I shouldn't have done, right? But I'm still guilty by association because I allowed them to use my energy, right, to shift some things and do some things to others, right? So you just be mindful, right? Make sure that whatever you are tapping into and whatever that you are doing, you're doing it for good, right? If it's not beneficial to help others and not for the greater good, you shouldn't be doing it, right? If you feel uneasy or unsettled doing something, that's something you shouldn't be tapping into, right? So I'm gonna just say that, family. I'm waiting for this contractor to come. So I'm gonna get off of here, family. I figure I'll utilize that time. I know I have some conferences coming in today, so I have to get ready for that. Um, I'm just reading some of the comments before I get off of here. Young girls, 3 says sending up prayers for everyone and asking for prayers for me and my family also. May we all have a blessed, prosperous weekend full of peace and clarity. Yes, young girls, 3. Yes. Sending you an abundance of blessings. Yes. All right. For you and your family, young girls, 3. Yes. K Swin said all with good intent because karma is real. Yes, yes, karma is very real, right? And I told you, family, some ways you can get around karma, honey. Because let me tell you something. I'll throw somebody's name on my ancestor altar real quick and won't think twice about it. And I know, right? Ain't no karma coming this way because my ancestors, going to take care of you however they see fit, right? But I got some ancestors that will mess something up. You hear me? Right? So y'all got some ancestors out there that if you mess with one of theirs, they'll tear something up, family, and you better believe it. Okay, you better believe it, right? So just know that, right? Because we got people that's tapping into some of this energy, and you don't know what kind of spiritual protection or anything, or who their gods or deities might be that they have surrounding them, right? They will tear you up. And I done told you all, family, you better be careful when you all tapping into somebody energy and spying on them, right? Because you might be liable, you might find yourself hurt. Okay. Spying on people because I have some of that going on too. I got people spying on people. You better learn how to mind your business, right? You better learn how to mind your business. Okay. Because someone had gotten back to me and told me that and this person is very well aware of this, and this person has been tapping into some energy, right? And somebody might mess you up, right? So you better be very careful spying on people, right? Especially if you don't know, if you're not ready and don't know how to spiritually protect yourself. You better be careful, all right? Because I have that going on. People getting to me, telling me all kind of things, right? I'm not going to get into it, but you just be mindful, right? Because we have all kind of people running around here doing all kind of things because they know how to do things, so they out there they doing it, right? It's very real, family. Just reading a little bit of the comments. Good morning, Silcy. How are you? Still I rise 100. Said Auntie still don't know it's me. I think I do know who this is. Hold on, don't tell me. Still I rise 100. This is what is this? Is this Capri Queen? Is this Capri Queen? Who is this? Now you can tell me because I'm not sure. Is this Capri Queen? Who is Still I Rise? I give up now. That's Nene. Okay, that's Nene. That's a crazy thing. Thank you, Teresa. I was getting ready to say Nene's World. I was going to say Capri Queen or Nene's World, and I was going to say Nene's World. Okay, all right, Nene's World. See, family, y'all messed me up. Y'all messed me up. Okay, when you all be changing your names, right? You all start changing your names, and I'm like, I just got used to one name, right? I just memorized one name, and then here you all going changing your names, right? Now I gotta get used to this, right? And then I gotta associate that and keep on trying to make myself remember that that is Nini's World because now the names that I know you all as, right? I Those are names I constantly want to see. So when I don't see it and you all change your name, right? I gotta get used to it now, right? So now Still I Rise 100, I have to get used to that. And in my mind, I'm never going to, accept it as Still I Rise 100, right? In the sense of me saying, okay, making that connection and saying this is Nini's World. I'm still looking for Nini's World, right? But I love the name. I love the name. Okay. Yes, I love the name. Hi, Wealthy Healings. How are you? I do. I love the name, right? I see a lot of you all giving the Holly Gorgeous D the happy B days, right? Woo! The Holly Gorgeous D is a Gemini. A force to be reckoned with, huh? Woo, child. Tell me about these gems, honey. She's a gem. Yes, family. Okay, I'm reading some of the comments. Yes, have a great weekend. All right, family, I'm gonna get off of here because again, like I said, I'm waiting for this contractor. Those of you all who just coming in, watch the replay. All right. Um, the Holly Gorgeous D said, "Wait, Miss T, we are that bad? No, you're really not, right? Y'all extraordinary beings, right? Y'all gems, right? Y'all the jewels of the zodiacs, right? Y'all the gems. Nah, y'all not bad, right? But I know, honey, if you double crust those doggone Geminis, honey, you got some hell to pay, right? You got some hell to pay double crusting them. So I'll say that much. Okay. All right, family. So I'm gonna let you all go. I'm gonna say love to all of you all, right? Sending you all love.